All right, do a quick recap. You came upon a doppelganger disguised as a drow elf and the King Groll negotiating over Gundren's map, and were able to take them out and save Gundren Rockseeker. You released an owlbear from captivity who repaid your kind deed by not eating you. On your way back to Phandalin, you encountered a two-headed Etten who considered you for a meal, but a persuasive Kresmir convinced the Etten a better meal was to be had elsewhere. You finally arrived back in Phandalin and rested at the Stonehill Inn for the night. You awake to find Gundren already at breakfast with Sildar Hallwinter. Sildar is picking at a bowl of cheese curds, and Gundren has several plates of food in front of him, taking up most of the table. He looks up and waves over at you without really pausing from his ravenous eating.
Head over and pull up a chair.
He kind of nods, and it's almost like he's talking to you, but not really saying anything. He's just nodding and gesticulating, but it's like he can't stop eating. And he finishes off a plate and pushes it over. Takes a deep breath and dives back down.
Should we come back later?
He shakes his head no, and then he holds up a finger. I was ravished. And Sildar kind of like interrupts for him and says, I think what my friend here is saying, what it means to say is thank you. Thank you, boys, for what you've done. And Gundren nods his head, thumbs up, and just continues to put it away. He has asked if you might be willing to do him a favor.
I suppose this may have something to do with the map.
Indeed it does. And he takes the map out of the leather case, hands it back over to you. We've a copy, of course, by now, but he'd like for you to investigate, see if you can find his brothers. They were camped out near the mine. Maybe investigate, begin clearing out the cave if you can. And Gundren sort of finishes up part of his meal. Aye, that's it, my brothers. I need to rest up a bit more. And he dives back into his food. And Sildar says, oh, and I haven't forgotten. And he chink, 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 puts the 200 gold pieces apiece, bags of coin, in front of each of you.
Thank you very much, Sildar.
Thank you for saving my friend. And he kind of rolls the map out on the table, but looks around first, make sure that no one's looking. And he kind of points with his finger with different directions and whispers quietly the best way to get there.
I don't know that I've ever heard of Wave Echo Cave. Can you tell us what we might expect to find there?
Well, it's hard to tell what you'll find now, apart from dead orcs and elves and dwarves. Hopefully you'll find his brothers. Do you know much of the history?
I look over at Ephraim.
I don't know, do I?
Make a history check. Yeah, I think in fact Sildar had maybe sort of let you know a little bit about it on the way back, and that it was essentially it was a mine that the humans in Phandalin, along with the gnomes and dwarves of the surrounding mountains and foothills, had sort of a pact where they would mine together and then sell the goods in the human town of Phandalin before it was raided and overrun by orcs, and then ultimately lost through the ages.
Is it far away?
Keanu points out at the map, and he will show it to you on the map.
Right.
Yeah. And what always cracked me up about this map is that no, it's not far away. In fact, it's right around the corner.
Last place anyone will ever look.
We did sort of just stumble
Boom.
into that castle, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was fortuitous.
So each hex is 5 miles. So really, it's 10 miles. 10 miles from Phandalin.
We would have never found it. And it seems to be not near the green dragon. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Wait, who's Agatha?
She is a side quest that you did not go down. You did a lot of them, but
Side quest or where it's at.
yeah, man. Yeah, so he points the way to Wave Echo Cave. And Gundren, he finally takes a breath after his third plate of food and looks up at you and says, "Please do what you can to find me, brothers. I'll
How
be
many
along in a
brothers
day or
are
two." There are 2, Tharden and Nundro.
All right.
And he describes them to you, gives you like a basic idea of what they look like. They're dwarves. But beyond that, he gives you sort of identifying details so that if you do come across them, you will know who they are.
Before we leave town, I would like to stop by the smithy maybe and grab a shield.
Sure. You can do that.
Can we take a day to prepare? I'm gonna make some holy water.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact,
Or take 4 days and go rob a dragon.
He does have your staff.
Among other
Right.
yeah, in fact, Gundren seems to think that he is worried after his brothers, of course, but he's in no shape to venture out after his ordeals. So, really, if you want to take all the time you want, it's up to you.
I would love to explore the knowledge that is probably contained in that dragon's cave.
I mean, we can either find enough knowledge or magic items to make our ultimate foray into Wave Echo Cave easier, or we can die. But either way, the problem will be solved. From our perspective, anyway.
I say we hunt a dragon.
Be good sport. I'd like to pick up a longbow and
Okay. All right. So you can drop and drag those from the compendium if you like. I think the shield is 10 gold pieces. Longbow. Let's see here. It's in here somewhere, right? There it is. 50 gold.
While I'm at it, I'd probably sell the short bow I have if it's worth anything.
Yeah, I think you get basically half of the retail value. So short bow. Oh, there it is. 25. So they'll give you 13 gold.
I have a shopping list.
All right. Do you also have a player's handbook?
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to do that and
Okay.
mark it off at your leisure.
How do you drag and drop the shield?
So you go to the compendium,
Mhm.
the eye, and then just
Yep.
yeah, it's your character sheet open,
I do.
and then type in shield up there.
Yep. I found it. I got it all.
Make sure it's under items and not under spells.
Yeah. I got that.
So
And if your character sheet is popped out, it won't work.
There it is.
there you go.
I did have a question, kind of a rules thing. I know it says that wizards can copy spells in their spell books of first level or higher. What about cantrip? Couldn't find any reference.
I don't know.
Because first level or higher is like number of hours and like 50 gold per level of the spell.
Copying spell. When you find what you can add it to your spell book. I'm sure there's some sage advice out there about that. My guess is you can't, because usually their answer is, well, if you could, we would have written it in the book. That's usually what Jeremy Crawford says. So that's my guess.
And I think the idea of cantrip is like it's just something for you now. You've just practiced it for dozens or hundreds of hours. And I think that's why it's in the column it's cantrips known. Just things you've
That's cool. So I'll have to wait until level up.
yeah.
Those. All right.
All right. So
A
off to
cantrip
Thundertree,
dealer.
or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let me see.
Practice.
All right. I was absolutely not expecting you to go to Thundertree.
I know the time we were supposed to, we didn't, and the time we weren't, we did.
That's what I get for trying to lead you around. Yeah. Sounds good. So it is quite a trip up to Thundertree. So let's see. 10, 15, 20, 30. If you leave at lunch, or you leave nowish, you can get there basically 2 days.
Everyone okay with that?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, for our first day's travel, we're going to roll 3d20s. Whoever wants to do it. I don't know if you have a person. First three I see, but if you have a way you'd like to do it, we'll leave that to you.
I'll go first.
Okay. All right.
Bring us home, Ephraim.
Nice. Okay. Uneventful day. Sun shines on you. You can feel the salt breeze from the coast as you walk. I don't know, maybe closer towards the woods, in between the high road and the woods there. You spend a restful night, and you wake up, and the day is yours. So we'll need. Yeah, thank you. So you'll need. Let's see here. I'll do this. 30 days. All right, so. You can get to Thundertree, and it'll be just about getting dark, but you'll only have to roll twice. So 2 more d20s, please. Okay. Again, uneventful travel. The gods shined upon you. Thank you, Time Aura. And you make your way into Thundertree. And gradually the trail becomes an old, overgrown lane as you make your way towards Thundertree. And it winds between dilapidated buildings choked with vines and brush. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises a steep hill upon which sits a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless ruins with interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. The whole place is eerily silent. A wooden sign is nailed to a post. Nearby it reads, "Danger. Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Plant monsters and zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try not to fight them at night?
It's about, I don't know, analog five-ish.
Oh, okay.
It's getting there, and the sun's on its way down.
I don't think we'll do ourselves any favors by camping out in this area. Soon done.
What's a plant monster?
Have you seen Little Shop of Horrors?
It's my favorite play.
Shall we head up to the tower?
Seems like a good place to start.
All right, let me put you guys on this map here, just to give you some perspective.
Do we think the dragon is in the tower?
If only you knew. You know what I'm going to do, actually, is... Yeah. just do. I'll just do this. I'll say that you can see, and we'll just do away with the. Yeah, it's probably the best bet. And you are way tiny up there.
Tower's like due east from us over here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as far as we can tell, this town seems abandoned.
Yes, it is eerily quiet. And from what Sister Zariel told you was that, or was it Gariel? That's right. Yeah, it's Mount Hotanau had erupted and had sent, the pyroclastic flow, and it basically destroyed the town. And then as they tried to, those who survived were beset by some kind of crazy undead beings. And you did talk to the woodworker's wife. They used to live here, and she said that in exchange for saving them, she would be glad for you to have a necklace of hers that was found in an apothecary shop here somewhere. Thendendrar was the guy. I can't remember her name, though.
Right.
If there are zombies still lurking about, are there any footprints in the pathways that we can determine?
Yeah, make a perception check.
With guidance.
Is that a D4?
Yeah.
Okay. They're basically on the outskirts of town. You don't see much movement here at all.
And one bottle healing, potion of healing. Good.
So the building that you see there, it just says here, cowering in the shadow of an old tree is a crumbled stone cottage with no roof. Weeds are rampant here. And most of the buildings you see, it's almost the roofs have just crumbled or been blown off. They're in very bad disrepair.
Okay.
The building across the road here, though, it also in bad shape, but it does have an intact roof.
These windows here?
Yes.
I'm going to go take a peek.
You have fantastic eyes. I did not notice that before.
Burial is just kind of poking through. He's curious about the apothecary shop.
Okay,
Kind of
sure.
looking for signs of that along the way.
All right. So several things happen. So
Never a good sign.
Yeah, we'll say that Burial poked his head into this first building and also this.
Okay. Okay. So you poke around, and there's several just rampant with weeds and twigs and broken limbs, and tree debris has blown in. And as you move from one building to the other, you notice that it seems almost like you're like, did I really see that? But a couple of the twigs sort of stand up and take on a sort of very small humanoid form and look at you. there, there. And as if they were like laying next to it, and they just stand up and they just eye you curiously. I'm going to zoom in. I mean, you can zoom in on your own, I guess, but I need to zoom in here so I can see better.
Yeah.
As this happens, Ephraim, you see, as you approach, before you look in the window, you see a weathered sign board hanging above the door. And it shows the faded image of a workhorse holding a flagon of ale. The building is sagging and dilapidated, but the roof is mostly intact. As you and Kresimir peer inside, you see basically the inside of what is a tavern. And it looks like the room, the area that you guys are looking in, is like the back storage room, is what it looks like to both of you.
Would I know or be able to detect anything about these creatures, whether they're fey or...
Make a nature check. No, you have no idea. You've never seen anything like that before in your life. This is what they look like. Oops. Guardians of the Galaxy, anyone? Mm-hmm. That's what they look like.
Are they threatening me at all? They're just watching me, right?
They're kind of watching you very curiously. In fact, one of them comes over and starts picking at your boot. And then another one comes out of this door.
If only our druid had not been eaten by zombies.
And then he reaches his hand up and starts tugging at your coin purse. Trying to pull it off.
Hi, little guy. This is mine. You can't have that. And I'll pull it off my belt and tuck it in into my chest of my armor.
He takes a swipe at you. Oh no! What happened? Hang on a second. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Roughly how tall are these things?
A couple of feet tall, maybe. Foot and a half. He takes a swipe at you, and what's your armor class?
16.
Yeah, he swipes a bloody cut with claws across you, and he does 2 piercing damage. And then he reaches up again to try to get your...
Ow!
Get your pouch.
Stop that! And I pick it up.
Okay. All right. Make a... let's do a grapple then. Do a athletics check. Okay. And he will... Oh, shit. Yeah. He's too busy trying to get your coin purse, and you're able to grab him. And he shakes. And the other one's attack. So I think it might be best to roll initiative here.
Hey, what? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know what's going on. Revo, make a perception check. The other two are pointing or looking in the thing. But still roll initiative. Yeah, you don't see. You're kind of looking behind them like, what do you see in there? And you hear Varial talking, but he and he said ouch, but you don't know if he like stepped on something or
What the? Great.
All right, Krasmir, you don't know what's going on. Varial, you can do something.
I'm able to see Revo from where I am.
Oh yeah, you can see all of them except Krasmir just went around the back to see what's going on. He's like, "You're fine."
So okay, the little guy that I'm holding, I will throw it at Revo and say, "Hey, Revo, these things are hiding.
Oh.
Can you help a little?"
So you see Revo, you see flying towards you through the air, this thing flailing about. And it is your turn.
They're attacking.
Can I hit it with a club midair, like some baseball?
Hell yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, it just explodes into splinters.
Whoops.
Now Varial's got to get swarmed and eaten.
I think now might be the time for the rest of them to come out.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Glad I am where I am now.
So the twig blights rush out, and you see, I don't know if Revo, you're like, that cracked you up or something, but these other ones are mad at you. If they could talk, they would be like, no, my brother. Or my cousin. I'm not sure. And they will attack. Okay, Varial. Oh my God, I forgot my. Sometimes the macro gets messed up. This time it has. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Oh, wait. Who are you attacking?
Varial.
Oh.
With
Varial again with a 4. Varial again. Oh, a crit.
that hit.
Yeah, he takes both and they just like Wolverine claws out and just pierces you with his twiggy stuff. 7 damage. And 6 misses. Revo, they try to climb you, and one of them like climbs up your back, and the other one is like climbing up your front, and the other one's kind of piercing your shins. The one climbing up your back can barely get a foothold, and tries to stab you. Misses. 16. Does that hit? Does that hit? Are you muted? Oh, you miss. He misses. Yeah. And the other one misses too. Your armor is too stout for them. Ephraim, you hear some commotion behind you now, and I think Krasmir, you do too.
I will yell to Krasmir. Our friends seem to be engaged with the foliage.
Excuse me?
And I will hit the far eastern one with my hammer.
Sounds like private time.
Oh, you miss.
Very good with the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, he's little. He ducks out of your way. Krasmir,
All
Friend
right,
said
I'm
something
gonna
strange
come
to you.
to the edge of the building here. I'm going to try to firebolt this one over here off of Revo.
All right.
God damn it.
Let's see here. They are vulnerable to fire, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can see
Roll 2 damage.
lights up a little bit. Very good. Very ill. They're trying to pull your coin pouch off and kill you at the same time.
Yeah. Burial will sort of shake them off and bonus action. Well, yeah, bonus action. Blade song.
All right.
And we'll take a step back. Not disengaging. And we'll cast Thunderwave.
Okay. So these three get attacks of opportunity.
Misses.
That's right. You have 19. Okay. All right. So. Oh! Another crit.
Alright.
He slices open your pants. And the last one. 5 misses. Thunderwave.
Really low damage on that Thunderwave. That's a bummer.
Okay. Oh no, a 3?
Yeah. 2d8, I get a 3.
Holy cow. How is that? Well, I mean, I can do the math. Okay, con saves. Fail. Fail. And fail. Oh, he makes. One of them makes. This guy makes.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't that do like a boom audible in 300 feet?
It does. In fact, Grassmere, you see the roof just sort of shake
Oh, boy.
a little bit. And make a perception check after that.
The roof on the building I'm at, or all roofs?
Yeah, basically all the roofs, but you can even see the dust on the roof that you're shaking, and you hear maybe some shuffling or something inside, some movement.
Great.
I shouldn't have said shuffling. That kind of gives it away. Riva.
Well, there was a sign.
That's right. The sign gave it away. That's true. I don't feel as bad now.
So are they all still crawling on me, or?
Yeah, they're trying to.
Ones that fail take 3 damage and get pushed 10 feet.
Oh, right. Okay.
Can I take a swing at them?
Absolutely.
The one that passed gets takes 1 damage, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which one are you swinging at? Doesn't matter. You miss.
Yeah.
They dodge deftly. Do you stay where you are?
Yeah, not moving.
They climb up you again. 15, 20, and a 19. You have a 17. 2 hit. You take 6 damage as they pierce you. They find little gaps in your armor. It's easy for them since they're so small. These will charge very well. Ah! They're mad that they got thrown back. And they just like attack you from all sides. Oh my god. Another crit. You're going to get killed by a twig. You take 6 piercing. Yeah, that's the only one that hits.
All right.
Sorry. Funnier for me, I guess. Ephraim.
Ephraim will shout, Varial, if you allow yourself to be defeated by the lawn, I will never let you live it. And heal him for 5.
Nice.
These twigs are surprisingly pointy. Thank you, sir.
Grosmere.
All right. Let's move to here. And I will try to firebolt the same one I hit previously.
Okay. You hit, you kill.
All right.
Goes up into flames.
That's it for me.
All right. Varial.
Okay. Varial's had about enough of this, and will heal himself a bit. Surge of adrenaline, whips out his short sword and green flame blade. Attack.
Okay. You kill. Any damage will do.
And this one takes 3 fire.
Okay.
The one right just south.
Got it. He also bursts into flames. Expires. Revo. You know, I think the problem was you didn't call your shot.
Center field.
I'm taking another swing at this guy, but hit him with the axe this time. Point Babe Ruth style.
Yeah. You just hit. And he's dead. He is kindling. Shatters into splinters. His buddy will attack you. Climbs up on your back, or tries to. Oh, a crit miss. It's his go. These two will attack Varial. Oh, shit.
All right.
You're pierced. 8
I
10.
am indeed.
All right. 1 hits for 4, 1 hits for 4. Ephraim.
The one that is climbing Revo, I'll yell to him, plug your ear.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the beat of 14.
Got it. Thank you. Just makes it. Boom. And you notice he has no ear holes. Crosmere.
Uh,
Who read?
All right, I'm going to try to pick the one off to Varial's left.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh!
I kill Varial. And unwittingly, I'm standing next to the daddy tree.
Varial, you get a spark in your eye. Causes you no damage, but it stings. And it's your turn. Oh, wait. You feel like you've seen a lot of this lately. A lot of fire coming in and around you from Crasmere from afar.
Thanks for the backup, Crasmere. And will once again strike with his sword, green flame blade.
Okay.
one of them takes 9 and the other takes 3 fire.
Okay. They all die. Yeah, the thunder wave basically put them down to 1 hit point. If it had been 4 instead of 3, you'd have killed 3 of them. But, okay, Revo, there's 1 more left, and it's crawling all over you.
I'd like to pick him off and throw him back to Varial.
All right.
Viral was on the move. Sorry.
He's even closer now, so it'll be easier. Make an athletics check. Okay. All right. Varial, make a dexterity or acrobatics or a dexterity check. Sorry, acrobatics or athletics. Okay. The twig blight hits you. The twig blight explodes and you take 1 point of damage.
God damn it, Revo.
It hits you on your chest piece. It just explodes. Oh, bruises your sternum.
Turn in favor.
All right. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
The one between Revo and I is dead too. That's the one he threw, right?
I didn't see him, so yes, he's dead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'd like to toss Varial a potion of healing.
Vero, make a dexterity check. No, I'm kidding. You got this. It spills on the ground. A super twig blight comes up in its puddle.
So should we check out the buildings that are still somewhat intact? It looks like they're mostly around the perimeter of the village.
Yeah, you notice that this hedge is sort of like a what is it? Like a bluff, like an escarpment almost. It's super steep and basically impassable.
This middle bit here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we see what's in the inn?
I heard some shuffling from within once Varial's Thunderwave cracked off. I suspect we may find our old druid in there.
Would you describe the shuffling as zombie-like?
In my experience, it sounded somewhat zombified.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
I like it.
Remind me, the potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
You got it. Okay. Ephraim. You open the door. You see several forlorn creatures. They are walking around this dusty tavern. I'm not sure if they're looking for the restroom or... kind of hard to tell. They look tattered and worn in their clothes. It's very dark inside, though.
Definitely zombies, guy.
That sounds fun.
They eventually notice you.
He's just standing in the door, gazing at them.
Hello.
What you guys doing?
Yeah. So this one reaches over. Let's roll initiative. Hit again.
God damn it, Ephraim.
Yeah. Ephraim's standing there with the door open. These look like zombies.
I'm investigating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a turn order. Okay. Krasimir, you hear it, and you're able to do something first. I'm not sure from that far away, but you hear Ephraim say zombie.
I remember before the twigs attacked, I was on the other side of the building. So what I think I'll do is head here. And when I looked through this window, I didn't see any zombies in this chamber, right?
Not in that room, no.
All right, so I'll stop here and prepare a firebolt in case any come out the back door.
I got it. Okay, Ephraim. You're undead.
Ephraim does not like the undead and will turn them. Channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay. And my save is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. One makes.
The rest of them run away for a minute
Okay.
or until they take damage.
All right. It is their turn. They will try to get as far away from you as possible. They don't know how to use doors. This one, however, will attack. Okay. He will swing his other arm at you. Oh my god.
Oof.
Twigs and zombies. Yes. He clocks you right in the temple with a left hook. Take 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. I probably deserve that.
Varial. Ephraim just waded in. He's like, yes, this is my stomping ground.
Ariel will scoot in the room and attack that zombie.
Before you do, Zombo gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Sure.
He will miss.
Okay. And 22.
Oh, that hits. Okay. All right. And you notice these zombies too. Now that you get a better look at them, they're all just sort of dusty and covered in ash. Much like everything else in the town, it's sort of covered in ash from maybe the recent eruption. You don't know, everything's settled. But when you hit him, he almost like a seed pod puffs out. And you and Ephraim need to make Constitution saving throws.
Doesn't sound good.
Okay, you make. And Ephraim makes too. Okay. So you breathe it in, you cough, you feel some ill effects, but you're able to. You you took your Claritin early, so you're good to go. Revo.
Guess I'm gonna come in the door behind these guys and take a swinging buddy right here.
Okay.
Before that, I'd actually like to turn rage on since we're not fighting sticks.
Okay. Revo's raging. Okay. You kill him. He is re-dead. Would you like to stay where you are?
I'd like to move up next to one of these
Okay.
and end my turn.
Okay. They are not afraid of you as much as they are Ephraim. Kresmir.
Okay, I'll come to here. Is this door unlocked?
It is indeed.
All right, I'll kind of force that open. Move to here. But I think I already used my interaction with objects, so I'll have to wait till next turn to open that door.
No, we'll give that a free action. They're easy.
All right, yeah, I'll just push it open with my foot. And Revo, watch out!
Okay. You hit.
Not realizing it's been turned.
You're right.
Oops.
Okay. You hit. You do some damage. A little puff of fire, which goes out from the dust. Ephraim. You see Kresmir come in, and the zombie that had been turned begins to turn around.
How do I roll a ranged attack? I want to throw some holy water.
Just dex.
Uh-oh.
A plus, or just a regular attack roll, a d20 plus your dex modifier.
My dex modifier is -1.
Okay, 17 hits. They have an 8 armor class. Okay.
So he takes... Sorry, I just made this. 2d6.
Okay, roll it up. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you can see, just as you'd imagine, it just burns as if it's acid on him. Stay where you are.
I am.
Okay. The one who's no longer turned will attack Revo. Oh, actually, sorry. That one actually puffs up too, since that was the first time he got hurt. So, let's see. Who's within? Actually, just Revo this time. Make a Constitution save, Revo. Actually, yeah. Yeah, just Revo. Let's see. Oh, you only needed a 10, so you're good. Nice. Ash Zombie will attack Revo. 22 hit. With a 5 bludgeoning. The other two, they're just turned. They don't get a save. They go for 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
That is their turn. Varial.
Varial will step forward a bit and strike at the one just to the up.
Okay. Yeah, you hit. Ah, he's still up.
I knocked him through the walls.
There's too many words. I can't click on the sheet. Revo.
I'd like to take a swing at Buddy here.
All right.
Oh,
You miss. Now, out of character, Jason, you can change the color of your dice roll if you so choose. Unless you like them off. It is
Colorblind.
Go. I remember.
I think I will back up a little bit and firebolt that same one right
Got it.
north of Revo. Yep.
Oh, you hit and you kill.
Nice.
All right. Just give me
I thought that one was coming for me. Like, what the hell? I thought it was dead.
Skyrim physics.
Yes. Okay, Ephraim.
Next in line,
Okay.
the one in the west.
Oh, he fails. He had not been wounded. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, he explodes though. And Revo, you're too close. Make a con save, please. You make. You're good. You get a little in your lip and you just wipe it off.
Zombies fall out of the turn order.
Yeah, put them on the GM level so I can see them, but you can't. So it's their turn.
Very cool.
Yeah, thanks. At least I didn't delete it. I'm famous for that too. This one will attack Revo. Slam.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he crits you. He bloodies your nose. 7
Ouch.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Gary's in the zone tonight with
I'll
these
tell you
rolls.
what.
I'm afraid.
So half because of rage, but
That's right. I wish my bard would roll like that. And this one just keeps running. He's in the corner. I can't go anywhere. That's it. Burial.
Burial will once again lash out with his whip. The one that isn't being turned.
Got it. You hit. Okay. This one's a masochist. Seems to enjoy it. Revo.
Nice.
He didn't enjoy that. Yeah.
sorry, bud.
Yeah. Oh. He flies too.
Yeah, I'd like to move up next to him. This last one.
All right. He's still trying to climb through the wall. Oh, there's a window there. He's trying to bust out. Krasmir.
All right. Let's finish the job here.
You hit. You hit him in the back. And he explodes. Oh, wait. This one already exploded. Oh, he took damage too, this one. So he's no longer afraid. Okay. So, Revo, Constitution save. You make. No big deal. Ephraim.
Toll the dead, and perhaps fashion Revo some sort of mask?
Yes. A little social distancing wouldn't hurt you. Sorry, I was waiting for you to do something. I realized it was my turn. 16.
You made it!
All right. My Zombo is good. It's his turn, and he's angry. He will attack. Revo misses. It's like you catch his hand in your hand. Varial. Revo just caught the zombie's fist.
Nice one, Rio. As a change of pace, Burial will skip to the corner and fire his longbow.
All right.
Oh.
Mm-mm. Yeah, you need to warm that up first.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, Revo, you have advantage on this attack.
Am I still holding him?
Yeah. You caught his fist. He tried to punch you.
I'll just take a swing at him.
Okay. You cut through his shoulder and his arm comes off in your hand.
And toss that over to Varial.
Varial, make a dex save. It hit you. It doesn't hurt. It's just gross. Gresmer.
All right.
Finish him off.
May I suggest we find Venom Fang before we kill ourselves in this village?
You have a specific plan of action in mind, Krasnir?
Can we look around and see if there's anything interesting in here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, very little. I'll do the same. Look around a bit.
Okay. So there is nothing really of value. You do notice it used to be a tavern. It's pretty clear. In the other room that Viral had entered through, that Kresmer had entered through, was the storeroom. The room that you're in is the common room. The other room was the kitchen, but everything is long gone and rotten. There's nothing of value that you're able to find. You do note, unlike the initial rooms, houses where Viral was attacked, that this one is more or less intact, and that it is getting dark outside.
Decent bottle of wine, maybe? No?
Sorry, friend.
Right.
Long gone.
Shall we continue exploring as the darkness looms?
Yes, I see.
Head towards the tower, perhaps?
Okay.
Are those twig dudes, like, are they so natural looking that they're basically invisible when they're hanging out in the trees? Or would we know what to look for now?
Um, I think that when you saw them, even when you did see them, they appeared very natural. I mean, well, how do I say it? It seemed very strange to you, but yes, I mean, they did look just like twigs.
So until they start moving, they're basically indistinguishable.
Exactly. In fact,
Okay.
Vero kind of described it to you as, it was a pile of twigs before they just sort of formed into a humanoid.
Got it.
So, at this little intersection here, you see a building off to the east, and there's several spider webs, sort of maybe even blocking the path here.
Somehow it's gotten worse.
Very large spider webs, and they cover the entire roadway. In fact, it sort of connects to this building here, and you get the idea that you'd either need to go around or somehow burn them or cut them down in order to pass them.
Casimir, a bit of fire, perhaps.
And
And what's this one look like?
yeah, there's a building off to the south. That one there. That one is mostly intact. It's from what you can see as far as you've been into the town, the most intact building. The doors look like they're reinforced with heavy iron bands, and they're still thick wooden shutters to protect the windows, and they're closed tight.
Is there any kind of sign?
No sign. So you're not sure if this was a residence or what. A gargoyle falls on Ephraim.
No, he wasn't joking.
You dodge. You dodge the gargoyle. Take a look inside if you like.
Yeah.
Are there
Trying to
in
do
the
so
webs
stealthily? Or...
here?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are there things caught in the webs like
Oh yes.
so like there's active spiders around here eating shit in the webs?
Yeah. There's cocoons and there are
Crap.
birds. There are very small mammals and rats. So these webs are, 10 feet tall.
Great.
Maybe we can hide in here and make a plan about how to deal with the spiders.
Let's see what's in this building.
Okay.
Burial will approach the door, go up stealthily, and see if it's checked to see if it's locked, to see if there's any keyhole I can look through.
Okay. Yeah, there is a keyhole, and make a. See if it's trapped, or what are you looking for?
Well, initially I want to see if it's inhabited, perhaps, but based on the limited view that I could see with the keyhole.
Make a survival check first to see if you can see whether it's inhabited. Okay. You do notice some recent footprints around the front of the door that lead in and out.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I'll check to see if the door's trapped.
Make an investigation check. And with that roll too, you can tell it appears like it's one person.
Okay. So there's a single person that looks like it's been coming in and out of this place, perhaps.
Mhm.
Should we knock?
When you go to see if it's locked, the metal slide opens. Who is it? What do you want? And there's like big buggy eyes just like staring at you.
I am Varial Tessarian of Silvermoon. We are touring this city to see if there's anything we could help take care of or disperse.
Are you crazy? Didn't you see my sign? And he shuts the thing.
Would you perhaps any response? No.
I lost you there. Should you perhaps what?
Oh, would you perhaps be Ryadoth?
The slat slides open again. Who's asking?
We are friends, Sister Garrett.
How is she?
She is fine, as far as we know. We came across her in the forest south of here, and accompanied her partway to Phandalin. I believe she has made her way there.
She's well then.
Indeed.
And he looks like he kind of like moves left and right so he can see out of the little slat behind you. And he looks at all of your companions. Is he safe? And he looks at Revo.
He is quite safe, if a bit off-putting at times, but quite handy in a fight.
I suppose. Well, come in quick before they get after you. And he opens the door.
Krasmir, we've found Ryadoth. Maybe. What is your name, good sir?
You figured it out already. Do I need to tell you?
Excellent. My suspicions are confirmed.
What brings you here?
The promise of treasures, perhaps. We encountered Venom Fang several days ago.
His eyes go wide when you say that name.
You okay over there, Revo?
Revo's dying.
Revo killed himself. Don't do it, Revo. There's a lot to live for. His eyes go wide when you says that name. When you say that name, and he says, "Maybe you can help me. He's here." And he looks all of you up and down, except for Revo. He kind of like walks by. And, are you up for a fight?
Generally, I'm up for a fight. I could use a bit of healing right now, but I'm always ready.
He has caused quite some trouble here. And I'm not keen on killing the thing, but I would sure love to drive him off. This used to be a thriving, bustling village. I'd love to see it put back to its natural way. In order to do so, that creature must be gone.
Can we assume he's lairing in the tower?
Indeed, you can.
And what of those spider webs? Do you have a means for dealing with those creatures?
Oh, they're back. Damn it. I thought I'd scared them off. No real means. Spells, mostly. What about you? I see that book about you. You must know your way around the Arcana.
Well, if we're going to face Venom Fang, I have been trying to save my resources. I assume we'll need everything we have to deal with.
I think a rest might be in order. He looks out the peephole again. It's dark. Come, you must be hungry. I haven't much, but I'll be glad to share if you could rid me of this issue.
How long have you been holed up?
Several 10-day now.
What if we drive off the spiders and then come back in here and rest so we
Yeah.
can face Venom Fang at our full capacity?
That might not be a bad idea. I myself am, how do you say, depleted. But given a night's rest, I'll be able to help you with that foul beast.
You speak as though you've encountered these spiders before. Are they very deadly, or should we?
Oh, yes, yes. Not quite as deadly as Venom Fang, but if you look deeply enough into their webs, I'm sure you'll find a man or two.
Does anyone have any oil?
Thank you, Ephraim. No, my friend, I do not have oil. Anyone else?
Oil? No, I don't have oil. Ephraim was reading his book of healing and stands up.
Well, then perhaps we can get in position. I can have my mage hand disturb their webbing and draw them out. That might allow us to at least get a few.
Perhaps a few well-placed torches in the webbing could help.
Yeah, I think anything that speeds their combustion would be helpful, but only once the spiders are in it.
There we go.
Okay, where did the web start? About here?
Yeah, essentially here.
Like at the edge of that building?
About there.
I think you might be on the gym layer.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And they spread towards here. And they're all over this building.
Great. Let's see.
Should we try and scout around the back of them? Maybe it's one of those situations where if we kill the queen spider, all the other ones run away.
Perhaps. I like that idea. Burial will head off towards this building here, stealthily, seeing if we can find a way through to further investigate it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Are you trying to like sneak in? I mean, what's your plan?
Yeah. Stealthily investigating in this
Okay.
general area to see if I can make.
All right. Make a stealth roll. Okay. You do so stealthily. Looks like an old farmhouse. It's now half swallowed by a dense thicket with trees growing up through its ruined foundations. The lane continues past it south a short distance before ending in an overgrown field. You do notice with your stealth roll, two of the twig blights are laying on the ground, bunched up against the wall, as if they were ordinary twigs. But from your previous encounter and your stealth roll, they don't get up, but you do notice that that's what they are.
I'd like to investigate this wall here and see if there's any openings. Does it look go through there somehow or not?
Okay. Yeah, no, the wall there is intact.
Hmm. Move further into the house.
Okay, make
Looking for a
another.
possible path through.
Okay. Yeah, make another stealth roll then. Okay. Yeah, same thing. It goes out to the back, but the wall busts out through here, and the lane, like the text said, it just goes out to the back, and it's just a ruined field, and you don't see anything beyond that. It's dark beyond your dark vision.
Okay. Head back to the others. And tell them quietly that I don't think there's a pathway through that way. And
Well, it was worth a look.
indicate that maybe the only way through the webs. Well, we'll go join the Crestmere.
Okay.
Hmm.
Revo, did you take your 11 hit points?
I did not. Thank you.
So what do you think, Crestmere? Should just begin burning the webs?
Well,
Look for some kind of bait to put into the web and then burn them?
I don't have much experience dealing with creatures like this, but I believe if we can get them into the web before we burn it, that would be to our advantage.
Yeah.
Ephraim, go run in the webs.
Well, can we think of a way to maybe bait them out of their home turf? I don't want to fight a spider in a web.
I wasn't thinking of.
Revo,
I was thinking of sending my mage hand into the webs to jostle it. If they act like ordinary-sized spiders, they might think prey has been caught in there.
Or perhaps we could find some small animal nearby and toss it into the web. Rabbit.
You heathen.
Perhaps some sort of tiny stick creature.
Um, that may work. I'm not sure if the spiders would find that necessarily refreshing or something they would want to eat. But
If only we had an owl bear.
I think I saw some of those twig things back in that farm. We could perhaps capture one.
Krasmer, do you have a way to jostle the webs from a distance?
I do. I can summon a phantom hand that can float at a certain distance and interact with objects. We call it a mage hand. I might have to edge a bit closer, but I should be able to keep a fair bit of distance.
You hear a like a metal trapdoor, and then you see on top of the roof of the building that you were in, Riadoth appears up top, and he looks over. What are you waiting for?
All right. Let's just light this candle then. I will cast Mage Hand. Oh, he is look at him. Definitely a crazy old hermit.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll have the Mage Hand float over to the webs and just kind of grab a bunch and jostle it around a little bit.
Okay. You do so, and a massive
Oh, dude.
spider crawls out from the top of the roof here. And, little legs on the webs, gently but quickly looks around, and it peers around and does that little thing with his front legs, and kind of pokes the web to see what's there, and then returns back to the building.
Damn it.
Burial would like to take a couple of torches out of his pack, set them on the ground next to him.
Okay.
And would like to ready a bow shot in hopes of seeing the spider again and motion for Krasmir to turn the web again.
Yes, yeah, once I see Burial draw, I'll tug on the web.
Okay. You tug on the web, and the spider once again pokes its head out. And I'll give you one shot before we roll initiative.
Am I hidden from the spider?
It does not see you. Yes. Get advantage.
Hell yeah.
Oh! Okay. Nice. It screeches, and it just like lifts up on its front legs, lifts up in the air, and it cowers. And let's roll initiative.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, God dang it. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Revo, you, sir, see Varial gets it going. There is, however, a spider web in the way.
Can I make an attempt to cut the spider web down?
Yeah, you
Like,
can.
start hacking at it?
Yes. Make an athletics. Let's see. Strength check. Get away. Use it 3 hands. Mm-hmm. Make a strength check. Yeah. Okay. You're able to get rid of that portion. And you still have your movement, but that is your action. You could take a bonus action to rage, or you probably don't want to do that now. You'd run and do that in your next turn, I'm guessing. But you can still move if you like.
I want to wait here.
Okay. Grasmere.
All right, I will blast a scorching ray. All 3 beams at it, obviously.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you kill it.
Yes.
Awesome.
In fact, the web burns up freely.
Well played.
Revo, make a perception check. Okay. And okay, you are not surprised when the other giant spider climbs from behind the tree and attacks you. It will jump down and bite you. Oh no, all of my macros are messed up. What's going on? Oh boy. That's all right. I have a fix for that. Oh, 24.
Oh, ouch.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, you're good on your con saves tonight. That is the spider's go. Varial, you are partially surprised when another spider comes out.
Another one besides now?
Not yet. Sure go, sir.
Oh. Sorry. Is it like on top of the tree or just ground level?
Ground level. It dropped down a bit, Riva.
Okay. All right. As a bonus action, we'll and step up and attack.
You hit. Okay. Stay where you are.
Yep, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Ephraim, you are up.
Plug your ears, lads.
Oh, he makes it. Wow. Riva.
I will take a swing at him.
You kill him. Spider guts fly everywhere.
Nice.
He be dead. You see on Riadoth. I knew you could do it!
Quiet down, old man.
Go stir the soup.
Yes, shh. Get
Sure
back in
we want
here.
to spend the night in this man's place.
I'll lock it up tight. And you hear the trapdoor shut again. I'm running downstairs.
We're going to wake up.
I'll be happy to take one.
I know it's dark, but from the fading firelight of the webs. Oh, crap.
She'll learn.
Were there any anything in the webbing that fell?
Nothing apart from desiccated corpses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to get inside then.
Should we check and make sure there's no more?
Oh, I had just assumed Radoth knew how many there were,
Oh, good point.
but that might be a bad assumption.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't check the building, but
see if there's any spoils, metals, gems, maybe.
within the building, you mean?
Within where the webbing was, and yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I think Kresmir was had asked over that nothing inside the webbing so much.
Okay, then I'll head inside the building.
Okay.
Poke around a bit.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't take much to see a corpse of an unfortunate adventurer cocooned in spider silk. It's shriveled up and sucked dry of blood, but appears to have been maybe a male elf. It's wearing studded leather armor, a short sword at its hip.
Feel a bit of remorse to see an elf's life cut short.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the short sword and see if I can determine it.
Okay. Make another investigation check. Yeah. You get distracted.
Okay. How about the armor? See if I can detect anything magic.
Okay. Oh, detect magic. Make an arcana check, I
Don't
guess.
have detect magic.
Okay. Didn't appear to be.
Okay. I'll head back and join the group.
Okay.
Can I check for any useful salvageable spider bits?
Like, what are you after?
Maybe some venom or something? I don't know. Just poking around. Really.
Yeah, make a survival check. Yeah, it looks like it's either burnt or spilled to the ground or expended. You're not able to really salvage anything.
All right.
You see the eye slat slide open. You coming back? Hurry, hurry!
Probably
They'll
the
hear you.
Probably the safest place in town. Right.
Quietly.
While he's yelling at us. This guy's an old coot.
Think I'll hold back.
I've made some soup. Hands each of you a bowl.
I'll take a sniff. See if I can identify anything in it.
Make a medicine check. Mm-hmm. Gym socks. It's good, right? And he's slurping it down.
Quite.
Vegan. I don't know if you're into that stuff, but means a lot to me.
I might just wait for mine to cool off a bit.
He shrugs. Suit yourself. And, okay.
Burial consume one of his rations.
He chew on a bit of hardtack. Okay. So I think we can take a long rest, I guess. It's very dark. Dark 30.
Yeah. Burial only needs like 4 hours a night, so he'll take watch, kind of just hanging around, studying his spells.
Okay. All right. Let me take a look here at the. I think before we get into the giant dragon battle, that we might just want to call it for tonight. Not that that's going to happen. That would happen.
You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's call it for tonight, and then we'll pick it up next week. And
Sounds good.
Cool. Let me hit the stop button.
Cool.